Sup, streams heart, welcome back. Ready to be jumping into some Fortnite or Madden, and then we're watching.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the right coaches to hire for your staff and upgrade them to help improve your team both on and off the field. Staff points when you have to see what some talent trees make you select a path to.
Let's see. Okay, here we go, boys. Jesse Bates, Joe Mixon, Tyler Boyd, AJ Rader.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special Friday edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The return man, Wilson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work. And leading them out, the #1 overall pick in the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow, now in his second season out of LSU.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A first carry for Samaje Perine.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Oh.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fitzpatrick on first down. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. For that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On third down, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Gibson again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Wilson now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow airing one out for Boyd. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Who told you to do that?
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 36 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trick. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Okay, we're looking good. We let that one go.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen. The goal for any offense versus his own
Yes, touchdown!
where guys are available.
Jamar Chase!
Any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, Boyd, what a catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week one. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Again, it's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it.
Okay, come on, Bengals. It's Bengals and the Browns. And it's Bengals versus Washington.
So now here in the second week of the
What do we do? Are we gonna do it? It's looking like we are gonna.
Offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look?
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from the 20. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Boot. It's up, and it's good. McPherson made his kick in real life and in the game by yours truly. He's off to kick the field, kick off. McPherson kicks it off.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Bro, watch the Bengals game.
I am, bruh. I got it on the side. I'm watching both. I'm watching the game and I'm playing the game. How about that Jamar Chase, though? The double-double. You got your mama boss.
That was so deflating for the defense. What's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Yes, they do.
There's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being
Bengals.
So now, are they determined? Are they ready
Boom.
to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run good for 2. Here's second and
Fire. The Bengals. The Bengals.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, That required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. That one is slant to McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick.
Sam Hubbard.
He's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Gibson here running out of the gun.
Oh, he just hit.
About the 17. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Come on, Sam Hubbard.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Get him. Don't let Chubbs do that to you, boys.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know
Boom! Jesse Bates.
6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown, but that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Jesse Bates and Wilson connecting.
Coming back here onto the field, and the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way.
Let's go, DJ Reader.
One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Joe Mixon.
The stop.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go play action with Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Watson got time.
Charles, for this offense,
Trey Hendrickson.
They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football now,
What?
You can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy in the perimeter, he makes you go.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
What is your PSN?
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they
T. Higgins
down.
going for T.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Oh, Amari Cooper, get him.
Get in there and get physical with him. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to have a
What is your username?
Oh, my username is for Madden. Is that one what you're looking for? That's Kansas City Chiefs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn.
Hold on, I'll let you know. Let me.
Still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Your PlayStation name, I'm going to add you.
It is happy plays
And
fun
he'll
for
find Chase
10.
on the right side complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller
And it
get
should
all the
have
credit.
a Fortnite, I think it's a default.
I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me take a peek. Yeah, it should have a default.
I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Can you comment it?
Yes, I will. Let me take care of this in a second. Bing! Tyler Boyd! Oh, touchdown.
Touchdown Bengals.
Here we go. Hold on.
23 yards
Give
for
me
the
10
touchdown.
seconds.
And the Bengals are going to jump.
There you go.
Hapaplacif and 410.
Yep, there you go. That is my PlayStation account. If you want to join.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. Up past
Shovel them out, boys. Shovel them out. Come on, Bengals.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case,
I made a fantasy football league. You should join.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted
Okay, I'm going to have to do that. Put that in the comments.
I sent an invite and I subbed.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45.
Send it in the chat and I'll take a look at it.
Back-to-back good plays.
And let anyone that you know comment, share it, do it all like that.
Here's a give to Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson.
I messed up. Sorry, guys, I messed up.
Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington has once again taken the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Put in the comments your fantasy, and I'll take a look at it.
Pretty good run there in the end to top it off.
The Bengals looking good in real life,
And a decent return out to the
and I'm looking good in this game. Even though I gave up another touchdown because of a bad play right there. We're gonna do a dig post.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
T. Higgins.
Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
You know, during these preseason games, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because you know,
Oh, Tyler Boyd. Another one-hander.
Before they make the final cut. Oh yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games. I don't think think we'll ever get enough of watching
PA
one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off?
trying to
Coaches
hit
go,
Jamar
two hands
Chase.
still works.
I know, but they
Trying to
do
hit.
it for them so often now that I'm almost
Trying to
starting
hit
to take them
Jamar
for
Chase.
granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it?
Tried to hit
Because these
Jamar
are
Chase
sensational
there.
type plays.
Especially that one with the
PA
defender right
goes
there.
slot cross.
After the incomplete pass,
Maybe hit
second
Tyler
and
Boyd
10.
again. Maybe hit T.
Burrow on play action.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna hit Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase was wide open.
Chase complete. And they're going to have
I was trying not to hit Chase at that time, but I had to hit him. He was wide open. He got that openness. We're gonna go to the run game now. Trying to hit Mixon. He hits Mixon up the middle for a first down.
67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific.
Here he goes. Here he goes, Mixon. Got the first down. Tyler Boyd injured.
Definitely the last thing you want to see here.
We might be missing him.
They'll give it to Mixon.
Oh, almost another first down. Subs did too. Pirine touchdown.
Samaje Pirine. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
There goes P.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
4-point game for the Bucks. For
8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Pirine.
Pirine got another.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson.
Jamar Chase in real life got hit.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice
Catch.
yardage.
We hit Patterson. Hendrickson.
At 2nd down.
Hendrickson, he's rushing.
On 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick.
Boom.
As he's inside the 40. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And Fitzpatrick's throw taken in by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Uh-oh.
Good strong throw and catch.
We got gap. We're in the spread. Same Hubbard.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And Fitzpatrick's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
one of the ways
Pat.
quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy.
Hendrickson.
Scan the field. And here,
touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it.
Good job, Tay.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd
T.
down.
Higgins, here goes Tyler. Is he going to hit? Oh, he does. He's going to hit T. Higgins.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician,
Joe Burrow.
Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Oh my God. He
intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Pass.
45. They go over the ball. It's complete to start the drive.
Von Bell.
On the catch there brings up 2nd down.
For 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on
Cover
first down.
2 offense.
Made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Trustworthy to punt it away.
The punt is up and it is good.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot.
No, P-Ryan.
They want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Usama.
That is caught. It's Uzama. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. And they go play action now. Burrow. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's gonna do a run. He's gonna do a jet sweep to Andre Tate, and it's gonna be Tate Higgins.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Skinny post.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Burrow might take it. Oh, Burrow's gonna run it.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Fitzpatrick. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to
Well,
tell.
that should have been first shoving.
Exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Interception, interception.
Fitzpatrick. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run with Gibson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Pinch, pinch, pinch. Pinch, pinch, pinch.
They'll try to run it with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. No gain on the play.
We'll take them for...
On 4th and goal.
Yeah, baby, P-Ryan!
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Get off me, P-Ryan, sir.
So far, he's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The return man, Wilson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time.
Did you join the league?
I haven't. I will after
They'll indeed start on the
After
ground and run that clock.
after
And he'll
this
just
game,
push
I
his
haven't
way
had a
forward for
chance to
few
look
as
at
the
my
clock
phone.
will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up
Can
second down.
did you put it in the chat?
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
Oh,
Give
my
him
new
4 on the
speed
carry,
run.
it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So we've reached halftime in a... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Danny Johnson returning. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past
I'll have to take a
30.
look at it. I have a sack now.
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage,
can you send it? I'm not sure what I'm looking for.
On 2nd and 10, Allen, a throw to the flat here for McKissick. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. 8 yards there. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John
Come
Heisman quote about
free
that.
run. Got a hole. He got a hole.
Spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Come on, JP, run. Running in and get the first down.
Right at the 15.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First throw now for the backup, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
No, he
got
didn't.
him again.
He got it again.
Ioannidis able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads
Aggressive.
high throw, but he makes the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play.
He's going to hit
you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Halftime in the Bengals game. Bengals are up 13-3.
When it's out space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Ooh.
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of
Oh,
the backfield.
come
You're expecting him to
on,
be able
you
to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And again, it's Allen. And he comes back with one complete.
Allen.
He's going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's
Out
coming
and
from,
in. Out and
tight ends
in.
know that they
We're
become
going to
a
hit
big part of
Thomas
the passing
with
game
the
because
out.
they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
We're going to go.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones, like the one we just saw there.
Samaj P.
All
Ryan.
the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now P. Ryan.
Oh,
And able to
Samaj.
fight inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
P. Ryan again on 2nd down.
P. Ryan gets to the edge, and he gets another first down.
This is a very impressive drive.
Are they going to stay with the run, or are they going to pass?
Yeah, some nice running right there.
It might be still a run.
But at this point,
Or it might be looking like, oh, it is a pass. Andrew Tate. Ooh.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
You can see the
Is he going to run the ball, or is he going to keep it inside? It looks like a normal run play. Samaj P. Ryan ball down.
For the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
Who is up? And it's good.
Up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
By only a point.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The boot is up.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this
Isaiah.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Muscles him off. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. On 2nd and 15 now. Allen, a throw taken in by Sims. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man here, Sims complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways
break.
Far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Boom!
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
My
No
McKenzie.
gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost
DJ
like the bullet
Reader.
train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Allen from the gun on third down.
No.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
No. Boom.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Allen now on first down. He'll find his tight end.
Boom. And he gets slammed up.
The 10 to the 9.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Allen now looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line.
Boom. Derrick Henry.
The excitement. Sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On second and goal, Allen, touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt
This
like
is just to
based on
keep me
coverage,
from winning.
he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This
Boom, 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 drum.
good pass hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a carry for Pirine.
Pirine.
Down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Joe Samples.
Now Allen.
Oh.
And that is incomplete.
Allen, I wanna trade. I wanna put Joe Burrow back in.
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally
Samaje Perine or Tay or Usama. Samaje Perine.
Now meanwhile they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness,
They lost. I lost the ball.
to go for it. And Washington will take control.
Man coverage, man coverage.
Field position.
DJ Reader. Your mama.
On first down, Allen
You're not my dad. Oh!
With this one to McKissick. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
God dang it. Sometimes I pick Ryan.
Here's Allen.
Whoa!
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Who they gonna be them Bengals? Nobody.
They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Here comes a watch it.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Allen.
Drew Samples.
That's complete to the tight end Sample. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Andrew.
This pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll run it with P-Ride. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He gets it to Sims, complete. Touchdown, Washington! Steven Sims Jr., 43 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They start on the ground with Pirine. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Pirine again on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy.
I want the deep ball. I want the deep ball. I want that. I want the deep ball. And I did get the deep.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Cincinnati. Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them. Here we go.
They'll run it here with Pirine.
Yep, come on, Pirine.
His way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's Pirine. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Samaje Pirine punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here we go on the next drive for Washington.
Cover 1, cover 1, cover 1.
After the touchdown a moment ago.
Usaya.
Drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Eli.
Eli. 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Eli.
Shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter.
Got it.
The break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close fist to the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
And he does.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind
Burrow and Chase, Burrow and Chase, Burrow and Chase, Burrow and Chase. Burrow and Chase, Burrow and Chase.
Right back to him on first down.
Oh,
he'll get this one
dang.
down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Samaje Perine taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. So a big play coming up for the Bengals.
Come on.
As they'll indeed go
Let's
for
get
2. They'll try and run it here. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals Jones. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it.
You know, this is the regular season partner. We'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Once more, Pirine. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Samaje Pirine. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Out comes the Cincinnati defense now. They get ready for the next possession. Coming off a fumble recovery there on the last time they were out on the field, so we'll see what they do here.
And once that happens, everybody wants to get involved. All right, whoever created the last one, they're going to get the praise in the film session. You want that praise yourself, so you know everyone's going to be attacking the football.
Yeah, we'll see if they can attack it, get hungry, and get another turnover. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Oh
now
my God.
A deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Kelvin Harmon, 61 yards. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he
Let's
that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went.
Boom, and he's sacked.
They came after him. He couldn't get away, and this remains a 2-point game. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On the return, Phillips. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And out now, here come the Bengals. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the game.
Come on, Sam Hubbard. Hubbard.
Take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Boom.
Throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really
silent him. Silent him.
Frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 25. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down.
Lamar Jackson. Michael Jackson.
Keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert.
He's mopping the floors with him.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
My JP
Possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now
swing, better, better, swing. Swing, better, better, swing.
56 to go. 2nd down at 7.
Here comes Samaje Perine. Samaje Perine, and he's a touchdown. Samaje Perine.
Taking it in from the 20. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
That's a boot up.
Short kick taken right at the 20.
And
they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
4 down. 51's the mic.
Throwing is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harmon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Over the middle, complete. It's Harmon. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear.
Okay, come on, Samaje Perine.
Allen.
Boom, and it's swatted away.
Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on.
QB. Let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag.
The Browns. Down. Woo!
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now Allen. His throw incomplete.
Now the question is obvious.
That's what the Browns are taking. The DTR.
I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Oh,
Down he goes.
boom.
They sack him back
Boom.
around the 41-yard line. Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Allen.
Swat.
And it's
Boom.
incomplete.
Boom.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or or this game's over.
God.
Enough leg into it, but it's
God.
well off to the right and no good. And this score will
God.
stay right where it is.
God.
So making 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete.
We're going for the deep pass. We're going to play it, you know. We're going Hail Mary. We're going saving the clock, and we're going for it.
Like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He's going to let one fly for Tate. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Get that good out of the way. Use your engine and Spider-Man.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Let me get you, baby. That's mine. Oh, so tired, P-Ryan.
Able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
P. Ryan again on second down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Come on.
Man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Back to throw. Allen.
Go!
To the goal
God
line,
dang
but
it.
it's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it.
Good job, Trey Flowers.
You just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run.
Being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.
Come on, Bengals. Make them dream and cry. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Come on, Sissy. Give it to them, baby. Baby, give it to them, baby. Oh, what? Sissy, like. We want. Let's go. Get out of here with the dirt. Boom! Boom! Get that dick out of here. Boom! Jar him loose. Hey, boom! Boom! Hi, and welcome to America! Welcome to America!
Join the league real quick.
What is the league? Did you send it on? Hold on. Where is it?
Check your franchise request.
Okay. Yeah, right here. I got it. There you go.
Choose the team you want to start. Continue ahead to begin your franchise.
There you go, boy.
The draft will start at 5. Make sure you're ready.
5. Okay. Okay.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Time to see this Bengals offense here as they get set for their first drive. And under center, of course, is the #1 pick in the 2020 draft now in year number 2, Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Finally.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you
God
traverse
dang, I
down the
messed
field.
up.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here's big. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's second down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
He'll get only 3 there.
Jamar Chase, baby.
Here's Tua.
Oh.
One, and that's going to be intercepted.
Oh.
Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A good position to be in here. Second and inches. Here's a give to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want great tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A handoff to Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down.
Come on.
Look,
Randy Moss him now.
To start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Joe Mixon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature. And make sure you don't get
Come on.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Okay, we're going for it.
Gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
They are going to go for it.
They run. It's Williams.
Williams breaking it.
Look at the juke. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it.
Oh, Mixon.
Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From way up at the 23. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh!
And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
From way up at the 23. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh.
And the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. He finds
Do a 4K. Come on. Bing, Evan McPherson boosted in.
Different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him, and specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space.
What's up, buddy?
If they've got good hands, then of
Buddy,
course
how about
they're a
them
dynamic
Bengals?
target. One other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
Out of here, get that ball.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team.
Blow
Because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa on the move to his left. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use his spine, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch. It's still an effective gain nonetheless.
And his throw is incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Come on,
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told.
There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
They can go cry, baby, mama. Big bazooka!
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Back to Mixon on second down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what he's going to do before the ball's even snapped. Great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Third down, Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Right to Jesse Bates, baby. Jesse Bates. Interception, Jesse Bates.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. So
Wanna join franchise active.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Pick six. Give me your mama, big Gucci.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Hit traffic.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for
League name is Ballas Life 1.
Predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The offensive unit now, they get set to take over.
Here we go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Mike, 55.
From the gun, it's Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And whoever wins Super Bowl gets money.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to go down again. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Yeah. I'm making a Q&A quick. No. Let's see.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that, but in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Go back in your mama's coop.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And as a first rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. In the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their program.
And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Okay, come on.
And Burrow going to throw again.
Get him.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. Past the 30.
I'm literally being 2 of 4K with my mom.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Gurley. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Tua's throw taken in by Grant. 7 yards the pickup there.
Oh, Wilson takes
Nothing
that
fancy
shot.
on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slam. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
I don't know why my head's tight.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Yeah.
DJ
Come on,
Reader.
Pittsburgh.
The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
I know you.
So
I know
that
we hate
now
Pittsburgh,
4
but we need 'em to
first-half
win.
sacks. This
We need
pass
'em to
rush has
not-
been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of
We need
paper
to
being
knock them.
ripped to shreds?
Right.
That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll get this out to Gurley.
Sit down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
He
And he
stays
takes
after
this
that.
down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Come on, in Jamar Chase. Garrett, you think I'm going to get good yardage with the jet sweep?
Here's Chase now,
Yep.
the jet sweep.
Go! Yeah.
And he'll take this one up to
Get
about
out of
the
that
13.
end zone.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line.
Try to hit T. Higgins for the deep ball.
Burrow looking to pass.
The deep ball.
Oh, he'll let one go deep
Go
for
Burrow.
Higgins.
T. Higgins
Fight
is
for it, and
caught.
this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Cincinnati. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end
Jamar
zone.
Chase.
And it'll be
50-50
incomplete.
ball.
Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. You've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, When you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up.
Who cuts back in? Oh!
And down inside the 15 he goes. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in the playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
A gain of 3, second down.
I don't have that trouble with Miami, like.
Now Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Sheesh. I got that sheesh juice in now.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Don't ask questions.
Jakeem Grant now to return.
Get out of here with that.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Man, I'm just a goat at this game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
DJ Reader.
2 and now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Well, there you see it. A hat trick of touchdowns, and we're in the first half. I'm betting that he was over there saying, feed me.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
I got to eat.
There is no doubt, and he's real hungry right now, isn't he? I mean, let's be honest about the whole thing. We don't have to be on the field to understand what he's telling everyone. Give me the ball. We're locked in with the offensive line. They're taking care of business, and I'm finishing things off.
Well, heck, he might be able to turn this into an historic event. We'll see. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. There's the first NFL catch for Jamar Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Back to Mixon on second down.
Go Mixon.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink.
Oh my God,
if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. The Browns go down. It's swag like Ohio. Down in Ohio.
They'll run with Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 97 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mixon with it. Mixon hit and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it.
Oh no, it was overruled. It was not.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You see how much Phillies winning by?
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Go, mix it. Yes, mix it.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They try the left side here with Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, out comes the rookie 5th-round pick, Evan McPherson, for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
30 to 10 here.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
That's all I've been doing.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Yeah. How do you like your watching?
Again, it's Mixon. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Come on, Coach. Mixon.
Now they run with Mixon.
Oh, Mixon got a hole.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard
line. Garrett, do you think
we don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Run the ball.
Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's the guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I want him to just get 100 yards. Get him 100
Someone's
yards.
been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running.
Let's get
They
him
decided to
100
turn him loose
yards.
again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
He's at 92 yards. He only needs 6
Now
yards.
a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Yeah, Mixon.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change
We
now.
don't go down.
And he'll go
We
down to the
go
ground at the
down.
39,
We go
and
down.
obviously that's well
We go
short of the
down,
first.
down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that
Run play, outside pitch.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They run for it with Mixon.
He got the run and he got the first down.
looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Yeah,
a run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Field goal, boop, and the boot is up, and it is good.
McPherson's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half. But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. So the hit and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why Why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tua gonna throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Miami. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I'd have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. 2 hit, and the ball is out, and the Bengals grab it.
And bottled up, swallowed up, bottled up, and bottled up.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
We got a good